welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here again, and today I'm doing another yoga tutorial for you, and that is how to vinyasa. So here's the thing about vinyasas is, being a teacher, I see so oftentimes people just blowing through this portion of the practice. They want to get through it quick, get back to down dog, and get back to the sequence. And the truth is, vinyasas are just as important as the poses that you're getting to and from. They are majorly important. They build strength. The slower you go, the more strength you're going to build. So I decided today to kind of break it down with modifications and traditionally how it's done, and just point out a few alignment tips. The other part of this video is that you can always skip vinyasas in a class. You can skip them. If you're Penny Lane, she's always messing up my pillows. It really bothers me, but okay. You can always skip the vinyasas. I would way rather you skip the vinyasas or put your knees down and take a modification rather than kind of just like flop your body down on the mat. That's not going to do you any good. Anyway, skip them, make mods to keep building up strength, to do it with correct alignment so that you don't hurt yourself. These are all really good choices. So today I'm going to walk you through some really great modifications. Let's get started. Vinyasas are what basically link the series of postures together. So it's typically coming into a plank pose, lowering halfway or all the way, coming through up dog or cobra, and then pulling yourself back to downward facing dog. That kind of completes the vinyasa and takes you, kind of hits the refresh button in the series that you're in. So I'm going to show you first traditionally how it's done and with proper alignment for my body. Again, you have to make the wisest choice for your body. Every pose is going to look different for every single different body. So no two people doing the same pose, it's never going to look alike, just to reiterate that. So please know that, yeah, it's just, there's going to be variables, but the main thing is that you want to try to avoid injury, and that's what this video is here for today. So I'm going to start in downward facing dog. I'm going to inhale, shift forward to plank pose. Exhale, halfway lower. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So that's traditionally how vinyasas work. And the main things are, when you come to plank pose, keep pressing the ground away from you. So not dumping into the shoulders, not kind of like dumping into the joints. Everything's pressing up. Take a big breath in. My major tip is to shift forward as you inhale, and as you exhale, you want to lower halfway. So the elbow tips don't go below the shoulders. So not like this. I couldn't hold myself up, but you get the point. You want to keep the elbow tips in line with the shoulders. You want to come to a 90-degree angle. And essentially, your exhale will bring you halfway. You really want to hit that halfway lower posture, and then you press up from there to up dog, or you can lower all the way to the belly as well and do cobra pose. The hips and thighs essentially stay off the mat the whole time. So I'm going to show you again. Hard for me to talk and do this. But inhale and plank pose. Shifting forward, exhale halfway lower. Press it right up. My hips and thighs never touch the mat. So I see this a lot, which this even just compresses my back just doing it. It's kind of painful. Is where the hips and thighs are on the mat. There's so much pressure in my low back, and I'm sure you feel it too if you've done this before. So if the arms are straight in up dog, the hips and thighs are off the mat. That's a continue to lengthen the spine and protect the low back and sacrum. The other option is to, I love modifications, lower the knees. Rather than kind of like coming here and throwing yourself onto the mat, kind of push your ego aside, be okay with where you're at, and lower the knees and take a modified version, you know? So that can be coming from plank pose, lowering the knees, belly button engages, take a big breath in, exhale halfway lower, and then you can lower all the way to the belly, cobra pose, tops of the feet stay on the mat, should be able to lift the hands, exhale chest and chin down, press it back up, back to downward facing dog. So, yeah, that's, those are the two options. There's also, you know, lots of variations in there that I can do in future videos if you guys are interested, but I think that that was the main thing that I kind of wanted to touch on today is alignment in the arms. And you actually don't have to lower as low as you might think you need to. I used to lower all the way, my belly and chest kind of hovering above the mat, and it's actually, you're dumping all the weight in the front of the shoulders. You really only need to go halfway, which is 90 degrees from the elbow tips to the shoulders. I'm out of breath.